Taurus, welcome back for your soulmate video. For those of you who are new, welcome. Those of you who have been following for a long time, hello. Okay, now we're moving into the silly season. So those of you who need a booking, yes, the link is below. I will be available during the silly season. And I hope you have a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Now, remember we're in the shadow aspect of making decisions, Venus, how the energy has directly impacted us and all the rest of it. Now, in this soulmate video, I have actually pulled additional cards as clarifiers for each element. So if you're directly connected to an earth sign, water sign, etc., I can pick up the frequencies, how you guys are relating to each other either side. Again, you know, try and keep yourself safe. I know a lot of us have had, you know, the planets retrograde, us really deciding where we're going from here and just really getting to that place where we're going, oh my gosh, what is 2019 going to bring? Now, I will say we do have come January, we do have a lunar eclipse coming, and it is a total lunar eclipse. So it is going to be a frequency where whatever is transpiring around that time, it's going to set the motion forward in a sense of the direction you're moving. But it can be some 360 changes coming up. Now, we'll have a look at the frequency of what's coming through for you. Now, what's crowning your energy this month is you're not happy about something that's going on you're not directly happy with. This can be in romance or in general. But within your energy, Taurus, you know, you're really not feeling as happy about a certain situation. It can be what you're physically coming into the month with, a dissatisfaction in connections, or really knowing what you want, what you don't want. But you might be focusing a bit too heavily on what you don't want, and be careful of that at a frequency level. To actually attract what you want, you need to have mindfulness connected to that, but change it to the point where you actually focus directly on what you do want with that intention. Especially if you're getting blocked in the soulmate connection and you're looking at it and thinking, gosh, you know, can this person evolve to where they need to be? And that's blocking you because you're looking at them. What I would say is, instead of looking at what you don't like in them, release it to the universe for them to kind of help it evolve to its best kind of, its best place and potential, and cast an assessment then. You might be busier than you think. So it's also that whatever's going on in your life, it's keeping you very busy. At the heart of the matter, you're definitely getting to a point where you're going to be focusing on what you do want. So you might be shifting your energy in a particular direction, dealing with a person, but even just changing your frequency to a point where you know exactly what it is you want. And I'm feeling this is by mid-month. You do need to get your frequency to a point where you're being more playful though, because you've got, you know, inner child in reverse. It might be an aspect of the playfulness, or an aspect where you don't feel you're nurturing yourself due to the fact that you're very busy prior to the silly season. Some of you might actually be working all the way through. It can also be that, you know, you and your person is on your mind quite a bit, be it you're with them or not. And you need to get the playful energy to come back in a sense of balance and really visualize what you're wanting out of this spiritual connection. You can also be concerned about your finances at the moment, but you're really, you know, you're aware of what is happening. So if you're concerned about your intuition in this situation, understand that you have very good intuition. And I'm feeling March is associated with this, especially with the way the wings are. It's almost March or May is coming up as an important time frame. And that'll be in 2019. Also in January. Moving into January, I don't know why this is coming up now, but I'll go with it. I'm feeling either at the new or full moon, something of a relevant nature is going to come about, and you're going to be seeing it in a very different light. So if you're waiting for something to kind of spin out and turn about in your favor, I'm feeling around this time it's very important. But I'm also seeing January as well, around the lunar eclipse, to be very important, because on the card we've got the moon and the sun, okay? Okay, whatever's going on, it's really weighing heavily on your mind. I feel you're working quite a bit. I feel you're in your head, as well as not having enough time to socialise and have fun. Concerned about your finances and how grounded you are, but really aware of what's going on around you. So you're very in the 3D at the moment, and especially with this card, you know, not feeling as at peace with whatever is going on. Now, I'll have a look at each zodiac sign and I'll interconnect and I'll pull an additional clarifier. If you're dealing with an earth sign, whatever they're dealing with can be very challenging at the moment, okay? But they're coming out of that frequency. So whatever they've directly dealt with, it's moving to a point where it's stabilizing out. So if you've been holding on for grim death, for something to kind of change within an element of earth, it's showing that any direct delays and challenges that they're dealing with in their life, it's easing out and transforming. So it's like they may be freed more so to directly assist you at a vibrational level. A lot of what is going on with you, though, I do feel, how do I put it? It's external situations going on. Some of you, I feel, are dealing with two people, which wouldn't be uncommon moving out of the retrograde. You know, all those left rights that we're having, weighing up the pros and cons. It doesn't have to be an actual direct person, but it can be to a point where you're going, do I want this person? Do I want that? Do I want this person? And how does that move with my road that I'm intending to go on? So it doesn't have to be a two road connected to two individual people. It could be a person and a road, or you and two roads. And, you know, if love is directly going to come through in that domain. But if you are dealing with an earth sign, I am seeing that any adversity and challenges that they've had, be it in a karmic situation or, you know, them tying up their loose ends in their life to be able to be open, I'm feeling that that's really changing. If you're dealing with an air sign, they're very focused on you, okay? They're very, very focused on you. They haven't changed their mind connected to this connection. They're very deeply connected to you. They just, how do I put it? They're doing, whatever they're doing right now is for a given purpose. Trust in whatever is happening at the moment is for a reason. It's not saying no, it's just saying that they're doing what they need to do right now to solve some 3D situations in their life, but you directly are on their mind at the moment. Fire signs. You might be taking a breather, you know, in a way with you being busy, them being busy, silly season coming. But emotionally, they can see the mirror within the two of you. They're going through a transformation and a change. And it may also be a loved one that's passed over that is protecting them at the moment and helping them through this. They might be overwhelmed with whatever is going on, either in their life or with you guys connected. But it feels like they're handling it. They're a bit overwhelmed, but they really are handling it. Okay, water signs directly dealing with Taurus energy. It's a reset button, so it can be the start of it moving forward. Now, when we have a reset button or we end a karmic cycle in a spiritual connection, what happens is we're at the footing, so we're at the groundwork. So there might have been a tower moment in their life, and now they're back to ground zero and they're starting up from there. So in patterns, you know, fire's at number 4. Okay, fire signs. Air signs are further ahead, they're at a 5, and so are the earth. But as for water signs, it's a fresh start. So it's not that the numbers are bad, it's more in a sense of the way they're looking at it and how they're approaching it is going to be from a very fresh perspective. The others are from a learned perspective where they're moving through that cycle with you guys. I'll pull an additional card for each one. Okay, earth signs. Okay. you might not be feeling as passionate, or you're really concerned about your path, okay? So you got sacral chakra. You know, moving forward, try and balance your chakras, which is going to help you get through any aspects of adversity this month. As well as you can eat food groups of that colour, you can use meditation. It feels like you've got more 3D situations, but you're very in your mind, and it is connected to 2 roads, how to directly deal with it and what's given to you in front of you. So you've got conflict with the 3D and your intuition. What you're seeing in the 3D might be problems and hurdles, and you're dealing with everything, but what's going on in a romantic sense, it's coming through in the mind. Be careful what you're thinking. When it comes to the earth signs, they're really needing some downtime. They're feeling very tired after any aspect of challenges that they move through, so be patient at this level. When it comes to the air signs, now they still believe in this situation, but they're healing their heart at the moment, okay? So it's, again, it may be in balance because they're stuck in between a rock and a hard place, but they're healing the heart, and they're within the heart chakra. There is an aspect they're not wanting to look at the moment. When you meditate upon that sign, if you're directly dealing with it, you can do some meditation where you're tuning into the chakra music of that chakra, and it can help balance their frequency out even remotely. If you're dealing with a fire sign, with them having to breathe, it can be that with that it's going to increase the passion directly connected to the both of you. It can be that they're getting a surge of energy through them actually taking a breather in their own personal 3D life. And after the fact, it's like they're really manifesting what they're wanting within this connection and how they're looking at you. It may be that they're coming across very, very passionately, but they are emotional nevertheless. Okay, water signs, they're on fire this month, okay? They're ready to move towards you. They're having trust in the connection. And they're also wanting to manifest something between the 2 of you. They're realizing that they've got more power in their hands than they had before. And again, 0 to 1. So it's not just they want it, they're acting upon it, like the magician. Okay. I noticed with the air signs, don't be surprised if, you know, during the time where they're recouping and they're meditating upon what they want, that they go a little bit backwards before they go forwards, because you got the 5 and then the 4. So it might be that they're coming back to you if they've left and they're coming back and you're wondering about them, because of heart-related dynamics and a connection where they're not getting it elsewhere. So if they were with someone else and they're coming back, it can be for some of you they're coming back. Earth signs directly dealing with Taurus. They're really using their intuition, even connected to the challenging times that they're moved away from. It may be external people that they need to nurture. They're looking after other people instead of themselves, but they really need to get grounded. And this can even be a similar frequency and advice directly for you, even if the energies have come through in their zodiac signs, as in the elements. If you feel that's directly connected to you as well, utilize that chakra and any tools. So there is the spiritual connection between the both of you. I do feel water signs are going to come rushing in. Definitely the air signs. I feel when it comes to earth signs, they're practical and they're prepared, but fire signs, it might be at that, hey. Anyway, I'll talk to you later.